Artificial intelligence is often described as replacing jobs, but something bigger is going on here. Artificial intelligence is changing how firms are structured themselves. So, in order to understand why, we need to start a more basic questions. Why do firms exist in the first place? If we are able to understand that, then we understand what is actually being disrupted by artificial intelligence. So, why firms actually exist? Many people think that firms exist to produce goods and services, but actually, something deeper explanation is there. Firms exist because going to market to produce goods and services is costly. If you have to go to market to find people every time, you have to perform a new task like finding people, negotiating with them, enforcing contracts, coordinating various tasks, monitoring their performance, and transmitting information. All of these will be really costly if we rely on the market. Economists call this transaction costs. So, instead of constantly relying on markets to perform all the tasks, they internalize these costs, which results in lower transaction cost. That is the logic behind modern organization. So, this is not just a theory. Long ago, in 2007, Michaels from the London School of Economics and Political Science observed in an article published in 2007. Division of labor is becoming more and more complex, and that means firms hire more workers whose main role is not related to production. Their main roles is related to information processing and coordinating various activities related to production of goods and services. To put it in a different way, uh, as work become more complex and more specialized, from increasingly rely on internal coordination roles, like they have to have managers, clerks, information workers, receptionists, customer service representatives, and a lot of other roles. So, large part of firms actually do is not production itself, it is coordination of production. This gives us a clear picture of the firm. That means a firm is not actually a production unit. A firm is a coordination system which is designed to manage complexity and information flow. So that is the basic definition of firm and an explanation of why firms actually exist. Now, here is where things begin to change. There are a lot of studies conducted in the past few years in multiple control environments inside real organizations, and we see a consistent pattern. Artificial intelligence significantly improves productivity in information heavy tasks, like which requires processing a large amount of information. Let's give you a few examples. In customer service operation, if the workers are assisted with AI, they handle more inquiries per hour, and not only they handle more inquiries, uh, the quality of resolutions also improved. So this is in customer service area. If you go to the professional writing tasks, research has found that using AI produced significantly more output and also higher quality scores in the output in a given amount of time. So that is the second example. And if you go to the third example, software development tasks, Artificial intelligence tools in software development reduce task completion time. Not only that, they also improve the quality. And the time actually is reduced by more than half in some cases of software development. And now, if you go to the consulting environment, artificial intelligence improves the speed and quality of output across various skill levels. So, what is important is not just how artificial intelligence helps, it also consistently improves performance of workers across different types of knowledge work, like the examples we gave: writing, coding, analysis, and customer interaction. So, there is even more interesting phenomenon here, and how these gains associated with AI are distributed. Research has consistently shown that less experienced workers often tend to benefit the most, and this phenomenon actually reduces performance tasks inside organization. So that means AI is not only increasing productivity, AI is also reshaping how expertise is distributed inside the firms. Now, this transformation is already visible if you look at modern organizations. A study conducted in 2025 by Signal Fire, the name of the report is State of the Tech Talent Report. The study found that modern startups are operating with about 20% fewer employees compared to previous cohorts at similar stage of growth. That means exact figure might vary across industries. The broader pattern is consistent. Firms are beginning to scale with smaller teams. That means firms do not require a lot of human beings to perform the same task, that is, to do the same type of production activities, production of goods and services. So, this matters because it suggests a deeper shift going on inside organizations. So, artificial intelligence improves productivity in coordination, heavy work. Then firms may actually reduce the headcount, and they can increase their production of goods and services with fewer headcounts. So that means growth is becoming less dependent on labor scale. That is the key findings of all the studies. Now let's put everything together. The London School of Economics research, we know that firms exist because coordination and information processing is very costly. Number one. Number two, we found across a lot of different settings like customer service, professional writing, software development, all these different areas that AI is significantly improving performance in exactly those same information processing tasks. And the third, the study that we just cited indicates from the real world data that firms are actually beginning to operate with smaller teams. So, the core logic of the firm is being affected here. Then, what we found here is that coordination becomes cheaper and more automated thanks to AI. That means fewer roles are needed to process information, which is a key task in modern organizations, and fewer layers are needed to manage decisions, and also fewer people are needed to coordinate complexity in organizations that modern companies have. So this does not eliminate firms, but what it does is changes their structure of firms. Firms become smaller, more flexible, more networked, and less dependent on the hierarchy. So these are some of the key changes that the artificial intelligence is bringing in modern organization. So if firms exist Because coordination is expensive. That is the basic reason economists give why firms exist. Then AI is reducing the cost of coordination. Then the next question becomes, what happens to management itself? In the next episodes, I'll be talking about things like how artificial intelligence is flattening organizational hierarchies, and also how artificial intelligence is changing hiring pattern across many organizations. So this is a part of a series on how artificial intelligence is reshaping firms. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.